Hello there everybody, and welcome to episode 11 of my Dyson Sphere Program playthrough series. I'm Icon, and well, we're on a completely new planet. Welcome to Icarus 4. I just hopped on here to grab myself some extra silicon, because while I was doing my job between the episodes, building up the industry on the volcano planet, I realized that the volcano planet had a way too low supply of silicon. So I felt like, let's get over to this planet, the next best thing we can get. Cabela's 4 only features 730k. That's really not much, but it's still better than his buddy Cabela's 1 with only a 190k. So we have kind of a silicon shortage, but I decided to solve that with interplanetary logistics. And I figured it would be a fun part to start today's episode with that, to show you guys how it works at the beginning of one episode. So if you're just hopping on in by because the episode is named Interplanetary Logistics, I just wanted to show you how it works. So we're connecting this now. These have to be belt fed, and now we're getting that material in, telling the thing that we want to work with silicon, and this is the local storage. This is not really necessary. The first button is only the interaction of this thing for the local planetary network, which doesn't exist on this planet. Here, let's load in the shuttle carriers, here logistics vessels, and now, well, that poor thing has to charge. One thing which sucks about Cabela's 4 is its very low power production in general. The planet has only a very meager production there of, well, right now it's really bad. Usually we were on 15 megawatt, so charging up an interplanetary station does take a lot of energy. But the good thing is, at some point, it will eventually, hopefully, even out. And if not, I'm gonna hop onto this planet and install some extra power supply. But for now, it'll work. And for now, we don't have to do much more than that. It's only important that this thing is set to remote supply, because that means that this station here will try to remotely supply anybody who has been put on remote demand. So let's fly back to Cabela's 1 and set up the receiver on the volcano planet. So here we go. And with this step, we have successfully tapped into the entire solar system here. Well, okay, not the entire one. I'm still missing the ice giant there. We can install the gas harvester things there, which would yield even more fire ice and stuff. But so far, I don't even have researched the necessary tech for that, and one thing at a time. Right now, I want to unlock the purple cubes as quick as possible, because I feel like I want to have access to all these techs. And also, we're right now unlocking the warp technology. So the next technology will be unlocking the space warpers, and then all I need to do is craft myself some strange matter. I think I have to research another technology for the mech, and then I'm good to go. So we're almost slamming into Cabela's 1. So let's go for the slam dunk, I hope at least. Slowing down a tad bit, and holding down the alt button, and nosedive. Bam. Okay. So let's get back to our cozy little factory. I've already installed a planetary transmission thing over here, and I did a lot of work with this little facility here. So, oh, that's the wrong end of the planet. Whoopsie. So we'll have to fly over to the other pole. This is only the titanium factory. So I think the volcano planet will be a really spiffy place to put up my backbone for everything which needs mostly copper, titanium, and iron, because this planet rocks in this regard. There's a plentiful resource there, and here's what I was talking about. That's our other end. So now we just tell that thing that we want high purity silicon, and it's on remote demand, and here we go. Immediate transit happening. Drone from here flies flies there, and we're now going to get some extra silicon onto this facility. The only thing necessary to do here is put it onto a conveyor belt and get the ball rolling. So, go. Set it up like that. You have to tell the belt what has to be on it. Alright, so over here, that's what I was talking about. So I've set up a little bit of facility for some green circuits here. The magnets, well, that's where I went overboard, and I realized afterwards that I don't even need them, so shame on me. We're producing here the prisms, and I've already set up a really small scale facility for the photon combiners, because I realized that with the photon combiners we can create ourselves beautiful geothermal power stations. And what can I say, they're really, for volcanic planets, they're freaking awesome. Like, you just plot them down here into the lava sea, and that's that. Permanent power production. On average, they produce 3 megawatt, so they are really nice suppliers for your power grid. Really enjoy these buddies. But for today, the main topic, the main course, will be processors and crystal silicon. So these will be the two things that I want to export to my Mediterranean planet by the end of this episode. So to get this done, we should rather get started. So first off, we're going to need microcrystalline components for the processors. Here's the thing. I would love to produce 2 processors per second, because that would be enough to produce exactly 1 purple cube per second. But to do so, I'd need a terrible amount of microcrystalline components, which would result in a strain on my silicon, which I just can't satisfy here in the region. I could do if I would apply proliferators, which increase the production and such, but I didn't feel like that. I felt like, let's accept that this sector here is maybe not where we're going to put up the Dyson Sphere, but rather set up our basic research. Now, with all the things in place, it's going to be quite easy to get the job done. So we're going to be needing here merely silicon plates and copper plates. We have already set up this. For 1 processor per second, we're going to need 2 microcrystalline components per second, so I need double the amount of that. So to break it up, we produce half a microcrystalline component in 1 assembler, so we need 4 assemblers. For plates and for silicon plates and 2 copper plates, so that should be doable now. And as you can see here, the first delivery has already arrived. We have stuff on the storage here, so beautiful. The local silicon production is living back here, where it's really not much happening. We have only 5 smelters here, so I figured it would be the easiest to go down like that. So here we're going to start out with the first thing that I wanted to do today, and I'm going to put up crystal silicon here. So we're going to be needing 1 crystal silicon per second. I already calculated that. The particle broadbands are something we're going to be producing on the other planet. So here on this planet, I'm only going to prepare the silicon crystals. So let's do that real quick. We're only going to need 2 smelters for that, and that's all. And then we're able to just pipe that stuff over to the interplanetary transport station, and that's that. Behave, belt. So building around the polar regions is a pain, but we'll have to endure. So 1 smelter produces half a silicon crystal per sec. Good news. It does consume half a plate per sec, so we do have a nice overproduction here still. Probably gonna be putting that into the grid later, but for today, I really want to get the job done, and we can do the fine-tuning sometime else between the episodes. I really started to like leaving these fine-tuning things for later stages. So here we're going to go for some crazy spaghetti party. There's one fun thing about belts, you know, in this game. You can't stack them. And we're just gonna be piping this stuff out. What's here? I mean, it is a little bit very high what I built there, but little do I care. Endpoint must be horizontal. Are you kidding me? Ah, here. So maybe I built it a little bit too steep. Who knows? Alright. Well, let's just put that over here. And now we can put these crystal silicon things as something, as a remote supply thing. So all the silicon crystals will now be put onto supply, where I can demand them on the other side. Just have to place down the belts there. Alright. I think after I have unlocked the purple signs in this system, I'm gonna be setting my sights onto other systems, because I don't see myself playing here until the very late game, because there's just not enough interesting resource here. So, particle broadbands. We've done the preparations. The carbon nanotubes and the plastic will be done on another occasion. Now, microcrystalline components. We're going to be needing the copper and the plates. We got that already, so let's set up what we need. 4 of these dudes, I said, yeah. 4 assemblers. Since I already got the microcrystalline plates over there, is that conveyor belt Mark II? Yes, it is. So let's just put that on top of each other, and I think we can go down again. And here goes neat little supply belt there. Okay, let's get rid of that annoying Tesla here. He has chosen the wrong spot. Okay. So these dudes need double the amount of copper, so the belts are working out just like I want them to. So, 4 assemblers for the microcrystalline components. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one's looking a little bit jittery. I hope that won't make any problems. And here we can use the Mark I belts again, because the quantities will be relatively low. So, let's see, that recipe will require a pretty low amount of stuff. So, 1 plate per sec of silicon and half a copper plate. So we're perfectly set with the small inserters. Don't need Mark II loaders here. Always happy when I can work with the small ones. Okay. Let's power up that thing. Just like I thought. I'd be missing one of them. Okay, so that's the first part of the processor madness done. So the other part, to produce 1 processor per second, we're going to need 2 electronic circuits per second. The good news here is we're already producing way more than that. One of these facilities produces exactly 2 processor boards per sec, so we're in the clear. I already put up a nice little splitter here, so we can just pipe that over there, and we can just immediately get started here with the work. So the processors, if we want to produce 1 per sec, since 1 processor needs 3 seconds, we just need to plug in 3 assemblers and we're good to go. So, orienting myself towards the Interstellar Logistics Station, because at the end of the day, I want to be hauling this stuff over to the other planet. Okay, so, well, is that actually what I really want? It's okay. If necessary, I'll just produce the circuits somewhere else. Just double-checked on my network here. It's okay. I embraced spaghetti. So, next step, processors. We're going to need 2 divided by 3 is 0.66. So, looks like we can still work with grade 1 grabbers. Or can we? Yeah. That's going to work out fine. Okay. And the output will be towards there. There will be transporting them dudes in there. All we need is a quick copy of the... Oh, not quite. Need to expand the belts first, and now let's copy this. Alright. So looks like there might be even enough time left to get the carbon nanotube production going today. Nice. So same thing here, processors will be put onto the board. Bam. So. And a remote supply for both of these. Wonderful. Okay. Now. I'm not sure if I have enough logistics vessels on this station, so let's see, can I still craft some out of my inventory, or do I need to get back home to the home planet? No, I don't. Awesome. So with that in the pocket, I practically got everything I need, what I wanted from this planet. The processors are finished. We're going to import these. I did this mainly because it was so simple on this planet. And the crystal silicon will also be imported. Somewhere between the episodes, I will be connecting this little facility with the remaining network. So right now, I really don't like the fact that all of the excess silicon plates are not used, but that's a different that's a story for a different day. Okay, so with the logistics vessels crafted, I just want to put them in. Just want to make sure that we have enough workforce for our plans. And now let's get back to Cabelaset 3. We've set the course and let's fly. Stuff has become a lot more comfortable since I have a steady supply of these fuel rods. It's been a really, really big step forward. Also, being able to have more than 1,000 meters per second sail speed is pretty spiffy. I've been researching a lot of mecha upgrades in between the episodes. This is not exactly a speed run. Quite the opposite might be even the case. Let's see if we can slam dunk with 1,300 meters per sec. Jeez. So what happened here was I actually bounced off the planet. I was too fast. So if you're too fast while colliding with a planet, you're bouncing off like you're made out of gummy. So I'm a gummy mech. The more you know. Okay, so with that stuff... Well, let's see, where was my intergalactic station again? Back there. So let's get back to the good work. Alright. Now we just have to put these things onto demand. Remote demand. Remote demand. And... well, we don't have any processors on transit so far. It might be because I configured the carriers over there to only start when they have 100% load. I have a strong dislike towards half-empty carriers, you know. Okay, so since the processors will take a while, I mean, maybe I fumbled in between. I'm gonna check that later. It's either gonna just take a while or I did something wrong there. Well, we'll double check later. For now, it doesn't matter too much because the particle broadband thingies are a lot more difficult to build than the processors. So for the first time, we're going to need carbon nanotubes, which kind of sucks because we've already brought up the graphene for the production of... Can't remember what I used that for. Let me check. Oh, wait a sec, I actually don't... Oh, we got lucky. We can't use that graphene production because it's not supporting anything vital. I thought I had needed that stuff for something else. Yeah, okay. Good stuff. That means I can use that production here for now. I mean, we'll have to see. How much carbon nanotube do I actually need? Since I want to have half the production there, I need 1 carbon nanotube per sec. So how bad is it? We're receiving... 0.5 out of 1 facility. So if I divide... So I can cut all these ratios by 50% and get 1 carbon nanotube per sec. So that means 1.5 units of graphene per sec and half a titanium ingot, but these don't matter. So does this place produce 1.5 graphene per sec? I highly doubt it. It does produce 0.66. So if I'd be plugging in yet another one of these dudes, I'd be actually already in. Clear. Nice, actually, way better than I thought. So can we play along with that though? But since I put up the sulfuric acid also only for the titanium alloy, which is yet again nothing vital, yes, I can. Nice. I really thought that I'd be needing a upgrade of the, or a expansion on the sulfuric acid production there, but looks like I was absolutely wrong there. Oh, that makes me happy. So let's check it out. Ah, yeah, here. You see, like I said, it just took them a while over at the other planet to produce the entire batch there. Beautiful. Okie doke. So we're now well able to do things a little bit differently here. So we're going to just copy that for now. And I'll be dropping the belt here. And it's a little bit wonky to do this like that. But I'm gonna be dropping down a splitter here. Boom. And just like that. So this way I will be able to produce the particle containers still, but still have the necessary material for the carbon nanotubes. Okay, so that means we're almost done with carbon nanotubes. Boom. Okay. So I said 2 facilities, and we need chemical facilities. Alright. Oh, come on. I'm actually needing to handcraft metal plates. Ooh. That is pretty rough. So I'm in need of some titanium ingots. So they're twiddling around back there. So I'll be putting up a little splitter here. I like to put up splitters every now and then, because they give me the ability to just take the items I need for those little operations here with ease. There we go. And since this is a provider chest, which is built by the Interstellar Logistics, I really don't mind. Okay, we need now 2 of these dudes. No. Can't build into the water, okay. I think that should be enough already. Oh, I'm pretty excited, I can't tell you. So the mining preparations on the other planet were quite dull, comparatively, to this this nice work now. So the carbon nanotubes are, of course, only one part of the of that whole thing. So let's see. They're needing 0.75 per sec, if I remember correctly. 3 divided by 4, yes. So I stringed that up a little bit, unfortunate, but it's okay. The the graphene should be actually on this on the other side, but it's not all that important. Just a slight oversight from my. Okay, so carbon nanotubes, the first real high-tech materials there. So carbon nanotube, these crystals, and that. So I'll be needing some plastic there. The plastic is a little bit of a more nasty part here because, let's see. This crude oil here is exclusively for the organic crystal production. I do have a pretty nasty overproduction of plastic here, so, well, let's do this like that. We really only need a very, very minuscule amount, so I'm gonna be taking this from this distributor here. So at the end of the day, I need to upgrade my plastic production, but for now, it perfectly does the trick. Because I want to produce the necessary parts here directly as possible. There we go. And now the only thing missing are those crystals. Right? Right. Beautiful. I didn't expect to get the job done this quickly today, but certainly don't want to mutter about that. So, the crystals. Let's take a nice way around. Wait a sec. Need to check what's the matter with the graphene plant there. So. Well, let's go this way. So we got all the necessary products together there. Okay, so these dudes are sadly out of power. I merely forgot them. Shame on me. Okay. Sorry, guys. Of course, you get your power as well. So these things, where are they made at? The assembler. Okay. So in this regard, the assembler will be pretty easy candidate. Well, I'm gonna feed that from 3 places. So one of these machines does produce 1/8 of a particle broadband. Since I want to produce half a unit, I'm going to need 4 of these machines. So let's divide that by 8. So we need 1/4 of a unit, and yeah, we're totally gonna be rocking the boat with the small sorters here. Okay. So that means I got all the necessary pre-products for the purple cubes. Sadly, I'll be only able to produce the purple cubes at a rate of 0.5 per sec, whereas I'm able with all the other science types to produce them at double the speed. But in this system, as long as I don't have any access to more silicon, there won't be any change to this problem, because no silicon, no extra processors, and no extra processors, no purple cubes, you know? It's just that simple. Although it's making me a little bit sad, gotta say. Okay, so let's get the last few things done. Oh, I'm out of everything. So let's see. I really hope that this is applicable to all the other machines. Okay, so I feel quite happy. I've never been this far in the game before. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, we're doing it. So that's pretty much all that was missing for the next step of our factory. Okay. Now, we only need to combine the products and the information matrix thingy, but that's going to be something for the next episode. So I'm going to whip these things up and, well, whatever. We're just going to do this. You know, there's not exactly anything particularly or overly exciting about this process, so let's get it done real quick. So with that out of the way, we're going to be able to really, I don't know, get out of the system, basically, you know. So I'm going to pipe this stuff all the way up here, because I want to produce my science somewhere near to the actual laboratories. There we go. So the yellow science is being produced all the way back there. I don't want to have my production facilities too close to the actual interplanetary pole. So this way, eventually the logistics will collide with that stuff. So we're better off producing our science cubes here. Let's just, isn't that very fitting? I got more than enough soil pile to get the job done. And then we're just going to be transporting the material over to our laboratories. I can't wait, you know. It's really something I've been very excited for, because that means like we have now access to like most of the technologies in the game. Sure, it'll take some time to get the ball rolling with these production numbers, but at the same time, it's automated, and until I run out of silicon, it's gonna work. And that's what's making me personally pretty excited. So, last steps, we're gonna be needing 5 laboratories. Oh god. I'm out of everything. I've been out on the road for too long. So let's steal a couple of iron ingots here. Can be that I'm not able to produce that one thing that I need, you know. But I gotta say, it's been a long trip, so it's okay to be out of resources. Enjoy that triumphant music here right now a lot, because I feel like I did a pretty big job here, So purple cubes are made 10% in 10 seconds each, so for half the ratio I need exactly 5 of them, dudes. So here we go. Power it up. And bring it over to the lab. Okay, so I thank you guys a lot for watching, because this is going to be pretty much the outro for this episode. After 16 hours, I created my first purple cubes, so awesome. And yeah, drop me your comments down below, my friends. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course consider subscribing. There's gonna be more where that came from, and I can't wait to get more of that done. I mean, this is only the start. With the next coming episodes, we're going to be able to go for other systems, maybe. I really gotta check out what I'm gonna be doing in the next couple of episodes. So stay tuned and see you guys next time. Bye bye and have a good one.